is Alan at alancosens.com and statcrank.com. In this short tutorial, I'd like to talk a little bit about mobile text voting, otherwise called multi-channel voting or mobile polls. Right now, we're right in the beginning of this transition from internet type of business promotion to what I call a mobile net promotion, because the trends, the way that they're going, in a few years, I think really very few people will actually be using a stationary computer at their home to access the internet. I think the very great majority will be doing it on mobile devices, just like phone is all mobile now. I mean, how many people do you know who have a phone in their house stuck to the wall with a cord? When I was a kid, we had the phone. That was it. But this is moving much faster, and I found that most of the people in our niche, which is the home business, online home business niche, hasn't even been a scratch made in people understanding the things that they can do with this technology. Now, basically, what we're doing here is we want to add subscribers to our mobile list. So just like you have an email list, right? And someone subscribes to your email list, then you can email them whenever you want until they unsubscribe. There's also a mobile list, and they can subscribe to your mobile list using text. Okay? But why would they do that? You see? So it's a way to engage much more effectively. You got to think about it. Email open rates right now are pretty low. I mean, for me, I've got about almost 30,000 people on my email list at the time of making this video, and I'd say for just a general broadcast that I might send to the whole list, it's not necessarily, it's like a general offer. So if I blasted my whole list with one offer, and I didn't pay a lot of attention to the reason why each subscriber subscribed, because I've got about 60 different lists within that 30,000. Just one general broadcast, that whole list, if I got a 5% open rate, I'd be like, wow, 5%. Now for each individual follow-up list, the first message, for example, when they subscribe, that first message to get what they asked for, that might be 70%. But 15 or 20 emails down the road, I might be down to a 9, 8, 10%, something like that, open rate. And text, think about it. If someone sends you a text, do you open it? I think the answer is, yeah, just about everybody's going to open their texts. Right? So you don't have to communicate as much, right? But the only people who are going to be getting messages from you to their mobile phone, be it text, are going to be people who choose to engage. They're going to be your best customers, right? So how would you use this? Why would you want to? Okay. Now there's some ideas down here. A musician or band wants people to vote for their favorite song, a retail store that wants to ask its customers what their favorite brands are, and so forth. But they don't really explain the purpose of it. The whole purpose of this mobile voting, if you think about American Idol, right? You text a keyword to a number, and then you text a number, a digit, to vote for whatever person you want to vote for. That subscribes you to their mobile list. Now you might only get one message a month from them, but you open it, right? So the purpose of setting up a poll or some sort of a contest where a person would vote for their favorite whatever, whether that's you're on your Facebook page and you're saying, look, for all the fans of The Biggest Loser, text this keyword to this number and vote for who your favorite trainer is this season. And if you do that, you'll be entered to win whatever, a t-shirt or something like that. If you're a restaurant owner, right, and you've got customers that you see once in a while, maybe a few times a year, but not super often, right? What if you offered them something like free drinks with their next meal, right? But they had to come have the next meal within the next 5 days, right? So now a person who normally maybe wouldn't come in maybe once every 2 months, now they're going to come back again within the next 5 days to take advantage of them. So something set up where they can vote for their favorite, whatever it is. If you're an Italian restaurant, what's your favorite pasta, right? Vote for your favorite pasta. So they text a keyword, pasta, to this number, right? That's basically the way that it works. You have your own mobile marketing system number, and that's what they dial to with the keyword that you choose. In immediate response, why this page doesn't want to stay zoomed in for some reason. My zoomer is broken. Anyway, immediately they get a response with the question. Here you see the example, what color do you like the most? Reply with just the number. So all they have to do is reply with a digit. Okay? And then they get an auto response message. Thanks for voting. Okay? So it engages them. It lets them share their opinion. Right? If you're doing it on Facebook or something like that, then you can share the results at a certain time. So let's say here it says we'll be texting everyone this Friday with the results. Let's say you have a 3-day voting period. So on the 4th day, you'll post the results. But you tell them that in the auto response here. Right? So it does a few things. One, it gives them a coupon or whatever. Show this text message for your next meal. You get free drinks. It expires on this date, right? If you're a restaurant owner, for example. But also, they're going to come back to your Facebook page on that day to see what the result is. Right? You go and post the result, they're going to get a notice about that. So it's creating more interaction. Right? But really the purpose of this is to build your mobile list. Right? That's exactly what that does. So by participating in this, by texting to this number with this keyword and sending a reply, that subscribes them to one of your distribution lists. So then in the future, you can send them a promotional message. You might do that every week, every month. That's up to you, right? But that's what we're looking at doing here. And here's how this works, basically. This is called multi-channel voting. Our system here under Engage, multi-channel voting. You open that up, choose here, right at the top, mobile voting. I'm not going to get into this right now. It's a little bit of a different thing. It's another tutorial. And you just invent out of your own head a voting keyword. This is the keyword that they text to your mobile marketing system number. Now that's not the same as your phone number. That's a specific number that's assigned to your mobile marketing system. So that's the keyword sample vote tutorial I just made up for that. This will tell you if you can use it or not. Okay. And the voting question in this case, for this example, is just some stupid question I made up. But what's your favorite pasta? So the campaign here lets you select the campaign. Now, unless you have a whole bunch of different campaigns going, like maybe one week you're doing a campaign for Dancing with the Stars, and next week you're doing a campaign for The Biggest Loser, and the next week you're doing a campaign for American Idol. You could set up different campaigns. That's just a way to organize them so you know what's what, right? This is the voting duration. Here this goes from 7:13 to 7:14. It's a 24-hour period. It'll automatically expire after that time. This is the header of the text. Every text they get, it'll say who it's from. Here I've added a couple of voting responses. And basically the way this is, if we go back here and look at this, right, you see what color do you like the most? Reply with just number, right? So it says 1 red, 2 green, 3 blue, 4 yellow, etc. They just reply with the number. So these are the numbers, right? So this will be 1, this will be 2. Okay? So the way that we add these is we just click the add button here and add another kind of pasta there. And the autoresponder, this is the message they get after they vote. So we'll just put, thanks for voting. Just example purposes here. Now, you can actually set up a separate distribution list. Let's say you had 3 or 4 different lines of products that you sold and you had a vote on. People could vote which one they thought was the best. So depending on which one they voted for, that would automatically add them to a separate distribution list if you want to do that. You can see here it says create distribution list. That's very straightforward. I don't need to go through all that. I'm just going to leave it on auto create. Okay. And you could assign them all to the same distribution list if you want as well. So you see here now I've got 3 choices. I can have up to 10 choices here, right? If I want to reserve this just for adults, I could just put 18 here. And then I click create. Okay. On the next screen here, we see it automatically populates the voting message. So when they text that keyword you just created to that number, this is the text that they'll get. I just like to put just a little bit of, there's no way to change it, I guess, but it's just showing it. I just wanted to create an extra space there. Anyway, so you see the question here, what's your favorite pasta? Here's the instructions, reply with just the number 1, 2, 3, so you can see which number lines up with which. And then there's, if you want to put an additional text message after that here, a huge reason to do that. And then this late vote message, this is if they're voting after the time has expired, it just sends them a text to let them know it's ended. So, and then we just create that. So there you go. You're ready to, once it's approved anyway, you're ready to run that promotion. So it's very simple. And so hopefully that was helpful for you. There's so many things that you could do with that, depending on what type of business you have. Specials that you run, things like that. Now, once they're on your mobile list, like for my niche, probably one of the things you could do is using your text messages, your text message list to send out webinar notifications. So let's say you were having a weekly webinar and it was always on a different topic, right? Well, you could make that the reason why they would subscribe, right? They could subscribe specifically just to get notifications of webinars. Now, you know that those people are going to be your most engaged people because otherwise they're not going to get information, right? And so when it comes to doing the automated follow-up afterwards, that'd be a good thing to send out, would be invitations. Personally, I would probably try to stay away from just blatant sales pitches for things. But if you can offer them value, then they don't have a lot of excuses to unsubscribe. Anyway, that's what mobile text voting is. And some suggestions as to how you can use that. And hopefully that was helpful for you. We'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.